Hi, Ashlyn and Wesley. So we let me hear our state of being verb list. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. One more time. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. Now go ahead and open your books. Actually, don't even open them yet. Let me talk to you first. So we have our state of being verb list. We know an action verb is anything you can stand up and do. So we have another verb list that we'll be learning today. So our verb list today is helping verbs. There are some verbs that cannot, action verbs that cannot work on their own. They have to have a word to help them, a helping. So these words that help them are called helping verbs. Now, not, let's see, how do I want to say this? Well, we'll just have to, it'll just be easier if I just tell you that whenever you see one of these words in a sentence that's on our helping verb list, the only thing that this word can be is a verb. It can never be anything else but a verb. So our helping verb list is, look at page 114, and you'll see our helping verb list. Have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. Now, I know there's been things in math that I've asked y'all to memorize, and not everyone has taken it seriously in the memorization of measurements and things like that. But these verb lists, and even those measurements, when I ask you to memorize them, it's not an option. You must memorize these because they will show up everywhere in every language class for the rest of your life that you are in school. So these words must be memorized. Do it sing-songy, do it with me, and you will learn it. If you sit there and just watch me and say, oh, Ms. McDermott, we're doing this again, you won't learn it. So do it sing-songy, do it with me, and I promise you, you will learn it. I've never had a student not learn it if they do what I ask them to do, okay? So here we go. Have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. Have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. Have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. Have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. One more time. Have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. That is our helping verb list. You will be doing a worksheet today where you will be typing your helping verb list out. Probably Monday or Tuesday of next week, you will have a quiz over memorization of your helping verb list and your state of being. State of being, am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. Helping verb list, have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. Okay? Go ahead and if we have the sentence, you may stand up. There's a verb in there that is on our helping verb list. What is it? Have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. So may is our helping verb. If may is a helping verb, then it must have a verb that it is helping. What is something that you can stand up and do? Stand up and do. May stand. So may stand is our verb phrase in that sentence. Another sentence that we have here is Julia has left her library book at home. Julia has left her, we're just going to say book for sake of less to write and quicker to get through it for y'all. There's a word on there that is on your verb list. It is always and forever a verb. Have, has, had. So has is our helping verb. If it's helping, there's got to be a word there that it is helping. What word is it helping? Something you can stand up and do. Leave or left. Has left is our verb phrase. One more sentence. I can finish my work. I can finish my work. There's a word on here that is on our helping verb list. Have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can. I can, something I can stand up and do. Finish is our verb phrase. A helping verb has to have a word that it is helping, okay? All right, so look at page 115. And before we begin 115, let me hear our helping verb list. Have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. Let me hear our state of being verb list. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. On page 115, it says write a helping verb in the blanks to make clear sentences. I'm sorry I couldn't read that this morning. I blank go fishing if I had a pole. I, a helping verb. Look at our helping verb list. I could go. I could go fishing if I had a pole. Need a pole to go fishing. And I heard Wesley has lots of them. Number 2, William blank done all his work before lunch. William, helping verb, William has done. Blank, you go home with me after ball practice. Helping verb. What's our helping verb? Can. Can you go home with me? Our verb phrase would be can go. Number 4, students blank listen closely to their teacher. Have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should. And they should watch their videos. Students should listen closely, and our verb phrase would be should listen. You blank ask Jesus into your heart to be saved. Have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must. You must ask